Good evening, everyone. Today our topic is plastic waste management, and the presentation will be presented by me, Mukharjee, Bipashna Sadhukhan, and Tithi Jana. First, we would like to express our gratitude to our subject teacher, Soumyajit Ghorai, for providing us this opportunity. First, we see our content of discussion. Then, types of plastic material. Then, utilization of plastic. Then, advantages and disadvantages of plastic, pollution due to plastic, recycling plastic, RFID, its working method, smart method for waste management, smart bin, its structure and uses, and last one, encouraging method for disposal of waste. And last, we draw our conclusion. First, what is plastic? Plastics are a wide range of synthetic or semi-synthetic materials that use polymers as a main ingredient. It contains elements such as carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine, oxygen. The word plastics derives from the Greek word plastikos, which meaning is capable of being shaped or molded, and it turned from plastos, meaning molded. Plastics are macromolecules. It formed by polymerization and having the ability to be shaped by the application of reasonable amount of heat and pressure or any other form of sources. It is few new chemical materials which pose environmental problems. Polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene is largely used in the manufacturing of the plastics. Next, types of plastic material. Depending on physical properties of plastic, plastic may be classified as two types. First one, thermoplastics. It do not go under chemical changes in their composition when we heated it, and it can be molded repeatedly. And second one, thermosetting polymers. It melt and take shape only once. After the solidification, they stay solid. Out of the total uses of plastics, 80% are thermoplastic and 20% are thermosetting. Another types of plastic are classified as below: biodegradable plastics and bioplastics. Biodegradable plastics are plastics that degrade in the presence of sunlight or ultraviolet radiation and water or dampness or bacteria and enzymes or wind abrasion. And bioplastics are made from renewable plant materials like cellulose and starch. Next, categorization of plastic by their chemical structures of polymer backbone and side chains. First, PET, polyethylene terephthalate. It used in mineral water bottles, soft drink bottles, fiber floor clothings, etc. Next, PEHD or HDPE. That means high density polyethylene. It used in milk and non-carbonated drinks bottle, food packaging, etc. Next one, PVC, polyvinyl chloride. It used in window and door frames and the insulation of wire and cable. Next, PELD or LDPE. It used in packaging films, bubble wrapper, and shopping bag. Next, polypropylene, which used in bottle tops, bottles of ketchup and syrup, and refrigerated containers, and etc. Next one, polystyrene. It used in egg boxes, food boxes, coat hangers, CD cases, etc. And the last one, non-recyclable nylon and bioplastic. Now, I hand over to my fellow friend Bipashna to continue the discussion.
Thank you, Priyodip. So now we come to utilization of plastic. Let's see how plastic is utilized. Number one, plastic is used across almost every sector, including to produce packaging in building and construction, in textiles, consumer products, transportation, electrical and electronics, and industrial machinery. Number two, plastic packaging helps protect and preserve goods while reducing weight in transportation, which saves fuel and reduces greenhouse gas emissions. Number 3, from computers and cell phones to televisions and microwaves, durable, lightweight, and affordable plastics have helped revolutionize the electronics we rely on every day. 4, plastics help make sports safety gear, such as plastic helmets, mouth guards, goggles, and protective padding, lighter and stronger to help keep sports enthusiasts of all ages safe. Next. Now let's look at the advantages and disadvantages of plastic. The advantages: plastic is durable. It can bear a lot of harsh weathers and yet stay the same. Plastic is lightweight. Over all other alternatives like wood, metal, etc., plastic is the lightest. Plastic is versatile as it can be molded into essentially limitless shapes. Plastic packaging is cost effective. Due to its light weight, it saves over alternatives when it comes to shipping and transportation costs. Let's look at the disadvantages. Natural decomposition of plastic can last from 400 to 1000 years, and few types of plastics are non-degradable as well. Plastic materials clog waterways, oceans, seas, lakes, etc., and are eaten by many animals, which causes them to die. Over 90% of all seabirds have plastic pieces in their stomachs. As it is readily available, plastic causes many fire hazards. Its cost of recycling is very high. Next. Why are we concerned with plastic if it has so many benefits? Despite all the benefits of plastic, it has remained to be one of the most hazardous materials on Earth. Due to its durability and longevity property of plastic, it has been used readily by humans, and this has caused annual plastic production to double since 2000. Therefore, it is used for various purposes and a lot of plastic waste is generated. Unfortunately, 81.7% of this total plastic waste ends up in landfills, which are filling up quickly, and only a minor portion of plastic waste is recycled or used for energy production. Next. If our current systems of dealing with plastic waste continue, roughly 12 billion metric tons of plastic waste will be in landfills or the natural environment, cities, forests, and water bodies by 2050. This waste does not go away, and much of it builds up to create gigantic plastic soups in rivers, lakes, and the oceans. The plastic soup consists mainly of fishing nets, plastic bags, and plastic bottles and caps. Plastic debris floating on the ocean affect more than 260 species of marine organisms such as turtles, invertebrates, seabirds, fish, and mammals ingested or are entangled in or with plastic debris, leading to reduced movement, feeding, reproductive output, ulcers, lacerations, and eventual death. Next. How can we prevent plastic pollution? We can use various small and easy methods to overcome this huge and dense problem. We must refuse plastic whenever possible, say no to plastic straws, plastic lids, bags, and takeaway containers. We can ask for wooden spoons or utensils made up of recycled materials. We can use reusable water bottles, coffee mugs, and bags. Some retailers also give discounts if that is done by customers. We must replace plastic items at home with alternatives made from natural materials, bamboo toothbrushes, glass jars, wooden toys. We can avoid items wrapped in excess plastic. Another crucial solution is education in order to increase awareness and behavioral change. Next. What about recycling plastic? Over 90% of plastics are not recycled. Recycling alone is simply never going to solve this problem. The 3 R's have a major role than simple recycling. Reduce. To efficiently reduce plastic pollution, there is an evident need of reducing our usage of plastic. It means changing our everyday behaviors and not using plastic when there is a better alternative to it, and only using plastic when strictly necessary. Reuse. Plastic may cause pollution when poorly managed, but it has lots of advantages too, such as being resistant. Many plastic items can therefore be reused or used for different purposes. Before throwing plastic items, it is important to consider how they can be reused. Recycle. Plastic recycling consists of collecting plastic waste and reprocessing it into new products to reduce the amount of plastic in the waste stream. The 3 R's are efficient, but in today's world, we need to combine technology to get a plastic-free world at a faster pace. Thus, RFID combined with IoT can be used to recycle plastic materials more efficiently. Next. What is RFID? RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification. It is a technology that allows us to identify almost any object wirelessly using data transmitted through radio waves without human intervention. RFID tags are better than traditional barcode tags because radio waves capture the electronic product code information rather than an optical scanner. They are mainly of three types: passive tags, active tags, and semi-passive tags. RFID tags and labels can be printed at a convenient cost of fewer than 4 rupees, depending on the volume. RFID technology has been used in different applications, including healthcare tracking, inventory management, product authentication, animal identification, and access control monitoring. Next. How does RFID work? RFID systems consist of three components: an RFID tag or smart label, an RFID reader, and an antenna. RFID tags contain an integrated circuit and an antenna, which are used to transmit data to the RFID reader, also called an interrogator. The reader then converts the radio waves to a more usable form of data. Information collected from the tags is then transferred through a communications interface to a host computer system, where the data can be stored in a database and analyzed at a later time. They do not have any power supply and get their power from the incoming radio waves from the readers. So this was all about RFID. Now let us see how RFID can be combined with IoT in smart bins and help not only plastic waste management, but waste management altogether. So now I ask my friend Tithi to continue with the discussion.
Thank you, Bipashna. So let us see the smart method for waste management. Improving the social hygiene and disposal of waste, especially plastics, is the most serious cause of concern these days. The level of garbage in the dustbins kept in the streets can become full if they are not properly disposed. So, a waste management system is proposed by giving alerts through SMS and global system for mobile communication, which is popularly known as GSM module. The use of smart garbage collector enables in saving the fuel and also the time. So let us see the structure of the smart bins. Smart garbage collector has sensor which is used to collect the input data. The ultrasonic sensors are attached to detect whether the dustbin has become full or not. The IR sensor is used to open the dustbin automatically. The dustbin is attached with the RFID reader. The person throwing the waste in the dustbin have RFID tags with them. They can only open the dustbin by showing the RFID tag. Servo sensors are used to detect the person. Now, how the smart bins are used in the disposal system? The smart bins have a threshold limit. The garbage can be filled till the threshold limit. The conditions of the dustbin is checked with the help of sensors. The input is sensed through the sensors and it is passed onto the control room through the GSM system. An Android-based system is also designed to use the information at various locations and collect the garbage in an effective manner. The smart alert system is proposed for garbage clearance. This is done by giving an alert to the system using a web server. Instant clearance of the garbage and cleaning of the dustbin is done using the verification-based garbage level filling. The garbage cleanliness is confirmed with the help of the RFID tags, where RFID tags is used for automatic identification and gives alert based on the readings of the RFID tags. This shows the total waste management system. First, the status of the garbage trash bins in the smart bins is passed to the gateway. The status is then updated in the central base. Then the central base gives the information to the trash collecting vehicle, which collects the waste from the smart bins. Now, how we can encourage people to follow disposal in the smart bins? As we already know that these dustbins have one RFID reader attached to it. The user can open the bin only through the RFID tag. When the person throws the waste into the dustbin, the person's name and unique identity is noted. Each time when the user throws the waste in the dustbin, a point is rewarded to that user. The user is given points accordingly. By this way, the user will have an awareness to throw the waste in the dustbin only. Now, let us summarize the total waste management system. First, if a person throws the waste in the dustbin, the RFID reader reads the information about the person. Then the points are calculated when the person throws the waste in the dustbin by using the RFID reader. A point is added each time when the person throws the waste into the bin using the RFID reader and tag. When the dustbin is full, it is detected by the ultrasonic sensors and the message is sent to the local authorities to collect the waste. With this, we come to the conclusion of our presentation. Due to huge quantity of plastic waste being produced every year, we must try to use the 3 Rs efficiently, that is, reduce, reuse, and recycle. We must use our technology in the best possible way to decrease the upsurge in the waste. The use of smart bins is the disposal system will not only help manage waste but also reward people with points. Altogether, this smart way of disposing waste helps to create a cleaner environment and educates humans to throw waste in the dustbins. So these are the references of our presentation. With this, we come to the end of our presentation. Thank you all.